Hello, everybody. Welcome to Townsend 505. My name's Nick. Uh, Joining me today is Adam from What the Gym. Today, we're going to be reviewing the one and only Dennis Wilson album,
Yeah,
Pacific Ocean Blue.
his
Um,
one of his only albums.
yeah, it's his only album. He did record one album, but it wasn't released. It's called Bamboo, but this is his
Yeah.
only official studio album. Um,
hmm
but you have any brief thoughts before we begin?
Just thanks for having me on your channel once again. I'm
Oh, of
looking forward to
course.
reviewing this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you on. Uh, but
Yeah,
uh, the very first track on the album, um, River Song.
I think it's an excellent album opener. It's I would say it's a mid tier song for me on the overall album, but it goes to show how good the album is. So I still think it's an excellent song.
Cool. I really like this song. I love the arrangements of it.
Yeah,
This is I nickname this, and probably a lot of other people nickname this. This is like Dennis Wilson's Pet Sounds. This is like his big moment as a songwriter and his big
hmm
moment as a Beach Boy. Really, um, it would have been cool to hear all the other Beach Boys. I mean, some of the Beach Boys were involved in this, but it would have been cool to have this as an actual Beach Boy album.
yeah, that
This
would be really cool.
this would have been even better of an album if it was a Beach Boy record. Um, but even just as a Dennis Wilson solo album, this works really well. This was written. This was co-written by Carl Wilson, his brother.
hmm
Just goes to show you how great Dennis and Carl are as songwriters. When you
Yeah,
think when you think of a great Beach Boy, you think, oh, of course, Brian Wilson's the genius. But I think the other Wilsons were also geniuses in their own unique way. Um,
hmm
but
definitely.
yeah, this is an amazing start to the album.
Yeah,
Couldn't start off on a better note, if you ask me. But we get to the next song on the album. What's wrong?
I really like this song. I'd say it's one of the more filler tracks on the album. It's one of my least favorites, but I still really like it though. It just had a lot to live up to after River Song.
Yeah, I think this is a really good song on the album. I will say this is my least favorite song on the album. It kind of narrows down to this one. It doesn't mean I don't like it at all. I still really think this is a solid track, but I wouldn't call it filler. It's just not as, it's just not, it's just my least favorite song on the album. It just comes down to that.
hmm
Is what it is. We get to the next track on the album, Moonshine.
Not to be confused with Moon Shadow, like Cat Stevens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Moonshine's fantastic. It's one of my favorite songs from the album. It's quite a short song as well. It's not even 2.5 minutes,
hmm
but I still very satisfied with the length of it though. It's got excellent drumming and excellent production all around, really, and I really like the strings on it as well.
Yeah, this is a fantastic song on the album. This is another really good song. Sadly, this is towards the bottom of my ranking, but I still think this song's incredible. This is just goes to show how great this album is for me. That a great song
hmm
like this is towards the bottom. Um, but yeah, another fantastic song. I really enjoyed it. I quite liked it. Um, we follow up that track with Friday Night.
It's currently Friday night for me right now, which is quite it's
Yeah.
quite funny. But it's another song that's towards bottom for me. I still really like it though, but I think it does get lost a bit in the whole album
hmm
because of how great it is.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. This is a little towards the bottom, but I still think this is a great song. Um, another greatly written song. I like the production on it.
hmm
This is a good song. I like it. I don't really have much to say. It's just another great song on the album. I really enjoyed it. It's quite good. But we get to the next song on the album, Dreamer.
Yeah, I think Dreamer's a pretty excellent song. It's probably mid tier for me, but it's still a fantastic song. I really like the lyrics on it. Yeah.
This is another fantastic song. This is like dead set in the middle of the album, but I still really enjoy it. Ranking the songs on this album, I will say, was tough because I didn't know where to rank these songs because all these songs were really good to me. So
Hmm.
it was
Yeah.
pretty challenging to me to rank them. Yeah, this is a. I mean, to be honest, if any of these songs were on Beach Boy albums, it would be pretty high up on whatever Beach Boy album it would be on. So
Hmm.
take that for what you will.
Yeah.
But we conclude side one with the Thoughts of You.
Another one of my favorite songs from the album. I think it's a beautiful song with fantastic piano playing, and I really like how positive sounding this song is as well. It's a song that goes quiet 1 minute and then loud the next minute, and it goes back to being quite quiet again. But yeah, I think it's a fantastic way of closing the first half of the album.
I agree with you. This is an amazing song on the album. This is in my top five. We will be ranking the songs, but yeah, this is like my. Well, if we're being technical, this is in my top five Dennis Wilson songs because this is only album. So,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the only
Yeah.
one I really listen to a lot. So yeah, this is in my top five Dennis Wilson songs as well. So yeah, this is a great song. It's such a beautiful way to end off the second side of the album. On the first side of the album, I can't speak. Really good song. Great closer for side one. We now flip the record over. I don't have the record, and
No, I don't have it either.
let's
I might get it. I might get it someday.
let's
I'll get it on CD at least.
let's pretend this is the album. We flip the record over,
Yeah.
and we get to Time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think it's a really excellent song. I can't decide which one I prefer. This or a River song. I like them both. They're nearly the same, but I think I do actually prefer Time a bit more actually.
Cool. Yeah, I really like the song too. Great side opener. This is in my top five as well. I'm gonna say this: the first song on each side and the last song on each side are in my top five.
That's
So
cool.
it just goes to show he just knows how to end and close really well.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. This is a great side opener though. Great way to follow up Thoughts of You. Really good. We follow that up with You and I.
Yeah, another really good song. I haven't really got too much to say about it, but I'm glad it's included on the album.
Yet again, this is in my top five. So you follow up. So you got like three songs in a row that are in my top five. I'm like, it's just great song after great song. I'm like, really enjoying this. I kind of on the same boat as you. I don't have too much to say about it, but it's like this whole album is just one of those things where it's like you got to listen to it to really understand how great it is. I mean, I can explain how good it is. Like, it's just the great like later period Dennis Wilson album, like as a Beach Boy, but you just got to listen to it to really truly grasp how great it is. But yeah, this is really good. I love this track. It's amazing. Now we get to the next song on the album, which is the title track, Pacific Ocean Blues.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and as the title suggests, it's a blues song about the Pacific Ocean. But what's quite weird about it is, even though it's a title track, it's actually my least favorite track on the album. I just thought because of how bluesy it is, it didn't really fit with the rest of the album. In my opinion.
That's fair. I actually really like this track. This barely missed the top five for me. Yeah, for me, it's like you got four like absolute great songs in a row. It's like I really this is just great run of songs for me. This a little tidbit. This was co-written by Mike Love. So this was Dennis Wilson and Mike Love who wrote this song. So
Mhm.
this is the only song he co-writes though on the album. But we get to the next song on the album, "Farewell, My Friend."
Spoiler alert: it's my favorite song on the album. Yeah,
Mm.
it's. I think it's a perfect song. It's a very emotional sounding song, as well. I think Dennis Wilson, he does one of his best vocal performances here. I might go out and say this was his best vocal performance on the song, in my opinion. It's not a very long song either, but I still think I still think it's just the right length. I really like the backing vocals on it as well. It definitely has a very Beach Boys sound to it.
Yeah, I showed you a couple of Dennis Wilson's tracks when he was in the early '70s, but there's a song I want to show you after this called "Be Still" that you might really like.
Okay.
But this is another great song on the album. Sadly, this is not in my top five. Hate to say that. This is his only song on the album he wrote by himself. The rest of the album he wrote, but like it was co-written. This is like the only song he like completely wrote on his own, and
That's cool.
it is a great song. And hey, I'm glad this is your favorite because this is the only song on the album that he wrote by
Yeah.
himself. So that's actually cool. Um, but just a fantastic song either way. Um, we follow that up with the Rainbows.
It's not really as good as the previous track, but I still think it's fantastic. Maybe I might have liked it a bit more if it was placed towards the beginning of the album rather than towards the end.
Hmm. Yeah, this is a good song. Again, it didn't make my top five. It's good. I thought it was good. I think it's a good song. I think it's really good, but yeah, it's you know it's not as good as my top five songs to be honest. But we get to the final song on the album, "End of
Hmm.
the Show."
Yep, none of my favorites on the album. It's a perfect album closer. It's a very haunting song as well, but it's got fantastic lyrics, and it definitely does get you thinking, this song, and the whole album gets you thinking, really. But yeah, it's an excellent song, and I'm actually not sure which side on the album I prefer, side one or side two.
Me
But
neither,
I think
honestly.
I might have to go with side two, actually.
Uh, I'm so unsure. I'm probably gonna go with what my top five is. So I have two songs from side one and three songs from side two. So I might have to. I'm actually gonna agree with you. Side two is slightly better, just for
Hmm.
the fact that three of the songs on side two are my top five.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is I'm in agreement with you. This is an amazing song. This is the last song. Like I said, the first song of side one, the last song on side one, the first song on side two, and the last song on side two were all in my top five. He just really knew how to
Yeah.
close and end off his sides. He just did a great
Hmm.
job at doing that. Um, but so Adam, what's your ranking gonna be of the songs?
Yeah. So there were 12 songs in total. So my number 12 is Pacific Ocean Blues. My number 11 is What's Wrong. 10 is Friday Night. 9 is Dreamer. 8 is You and I. 7 is Rainbows. 6 is River Song. 5 is Time. 4 is Thoughts of You. 3 is Moonshine. 2 is End of the Show. And my favourite is Farewell, My Friend.
Great choices, great choices. My number 12 is gonna be What's Wrong. Number 11, Moonshine. Number 10, Farewell, My Friend. Number 9, Friday Night. Number 8, Rainbows. Number 7, Dreamer. Number 6, the title track. My top 5 is going to be End of the Show at number 5. Number 4 is going to be Time. Number 3 is going to be You and I. Number 2 is going to be Thoughts of You, and my number 1, River Song.
I don't think it matched any of them, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It goes to show how fantastic the album really is.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest. This is my favorite solo Beach Boy album. I've heard a couple of Carl Wilson albums. I heard Mike Love albums. I heard basically every Wilson like family related album, and this is to me easily the best one out of all of them. It's
Yeah, I
definitely
agree.
definitely
Best solo Beach Boys album I've heard as well.
This is his big, not that, but this is his big magnum opus kind of moment before sadly passing away in the 80s.
So I'm assuming you're gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
Oh well, you'll find out. What do you rate this album?
Well, I rate it a 9.25. I think if it was 10 tracks instead of 12, I might give it a 9.5.
Okay. I'll give this a 10 because I loved everything on it. This is, like I said, his magnum opus. This is like his moment to shine. Pet Sounds, like I said, Pet Sounds was Brian Wilson's moment to shine. This was Dennis's moment to shine, and he did a great job at shining. He really shined like a star on this one.
Yeah.
But you have any last words you want to say before we close out for today?
Well, if people are watching this and haven't heard the album, please go ahead and check it out because Dennis Wilson had only released one studio album. Mm-hmm. But I also really enjoy the songs from Bamboo as well.
Yeah, we might review Bamboo at some point. The one we might review that album at some point if you want. But yeah, this was a great review to do.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Adam. And thanks for whoever's watching, whoever likes, and whoever subscribes. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Thanks for watching.